What's up, Virgo? Welcome to your reading. Seven of Cups in reverse, Ace of Cups in reverse, Nine of Pentacles in reverse, Two of Cups in reverse, and the Star upright. Your connection to the spirit realms is like the highlight of your life right now. It's very much the forefront and central focus. It's like there's a lot present here. Like we have everything showing up, like potential for full abundance and full love and full manifestation, like overflow of heart space. But it's all present in your field, but it's like in the soft spots, and like this very clear direct communication and link to like the divine and source, the universe, God, whatever you want to call it, is very clear, and just it's super highlighted right now. I'm intrigued by this. Let's go deeper. Let's go deeper for Virgo. You're very in tune with your feminine forces right now, and by that I mean like receptivity, emotions, intuition, communication, creativity. It's all buzzing right now in a very like gentle, loving way. We have Seven of Wands in reverse, Nine of Swords, we have the Empress in reverse, the Tower in reverse, and Temperance in reverse. You're stepping into like an evolutionary step within the mind that's complementing your connection to source very well. You have someone that views you as like someone has a lot of love for you, very deep love, and you've gone through a big transformation of the self through this connection with whoever this is, and you're really I don't know if this connection is OV, like OV, or if it's just not in your forefront right now, but you're not calling a lot of focus to it. You're pretty much turned away from it at this time. This connection also brought you a deep sense of peace, though, within the self. I wonder why. I don't know. It feels like let's clarify this, because it feels like you're turned away, but in such a gentle way. Like it's definitely not out of like any malicious intent. I think this connection here, let's see. Queen of Wands in reverse, Two of Wands, and Seven of Wands. This connection, it was a past connection, and it brought you like a huge transformation within the self. And sorry I said that weird, but it's caused you to learn that you need a new set of boundaries, and so you've really spent time constructing these new energetic boundaries for yourself, and it served you very well. And you had a lot of desire within this connection and like a pull to it, but I think the pull towards it was mainly coming from like you needed to go down that path in order to learn these lessons and have this tower moment through them and like unlock this new sense of peace within yourself. But now those desires are not really like flowing through into like the current and future energies. So I feel like you were already like you've already made the decision or let this connection fall to the background, but you're at a time where it's like popping up again just as like some sort of idea or potential, or I don't know, it feels like just like a thought more than anything, and you're clarifying once again that it's not within, there's no real space for it in your current energies. Can we clarify this Seven of Wands over here in reverse? Queen of Cups, Death, and Ten of Cups in reverse. You're going through a major transformation in the heart space, and it was one that, like, previously you were dominated by desires, but more on like desires that were more based in the physical realm and like what you could see with your eyes. And you're learning this whole new set of like intuitive skills that are deeply connected to your heart space and your most vulnerable, raw depths of your heart. And you're finding the trust and patience and surrender to really trust those senses and let that guide you. And you're still in the process of this. It's not like you have a new love locked in right now through those senses just yet, but I see it in your field within the future. That's why the Ten of Cups is here in reverse, is because it's not here yet, but it's coming. And that's why the Seven of Wands is in reverse, is because these past frames of desires that used to lead you no longer do. But let's go deeper for Virgo. Eight of Cups in reverse, the Hermit, Justice, the Wheel in reverse, Eight of Wands in reverse. You're showing up here as yourself, as the Hermit, following the star, which is very fitting. The Hermit holds a lantern, and in the lantern is the star, which is who, like, that's the energies that's guiding him on his solo journey. You're finding, so you're very much on your journey. This is an affirmation that you're on the right path and you're being led by the right senses at this time, and it's bringing you to a newfound sense of balance within the self. You've learned a deep lesson though around your emotions. Like right now you're channeling a much more balanced way of guidance that's like, it takes your emotions into account, and your emotions are very connected to the information you're receiving energetically. However, in the past, you used to let your emotions, it was the emotions that were more tied up with these false desires. Like, you still had emotions around these desires, and you surrendered to them, but they were in depths that weren't they weren't constructed by healthy boundaries, which is why you had to re-examine all of that and go through all of those transformations. And so now that's no longer a problem. Like, what I'm trying to say is, you used to let your emotions dominate you in an unhealthy way at a certain point in time, and you're learning how to let go of that and really fine-tune for yourself that sweet spot and that space of resonance that's like honoring your emotions, but the ones that are most connected to your highest self and your highest paths. Like, you have such a crisp radar when it comes to all of that now, and it's much easier for you to, you don't even have to think about it so deep at this point. It's just not that deep for you. It's like your inner compass is very well tuned now, and it's very connected to source. I'm gonna go in with this deck. Can we clarify the Wheel and the Eight of Wands that are both here in reverse? Those don't belong. There's some sort of new energy that wants to push through that's not quite here yet, and I want to find out how we push it through. Nine of Wands in reverse, Prince of Discs, and Five of Wands. Oh, you do have a new love offer that wants to come into your field. It's not here yet. The energies are currently working in the background. There's a lot going on energetically that you're not seeing yet. And just know that the universe is working to bring your manifestations to the forefront. It's still in process though. And where is this? We have 10 of Wands on the bottom of the deck. It's also like a new breed of desire that you're surfacing. Like before, these desires that you were being led by they were more, I don't even want to say just like physical and lust based, because that's not really what it feels like, but it's almost like a more just like immature breed of desires, I guess, like a little less soulful. These new desires that are coming through are like well connected to all other facets of you in a way that your past ones weren't. And so I do see this new love connection that wants to come in being very passionate, very fiery, and like real intense chemistry. You'll definitely feel it right off the bat. It's one of those lovers that's like, I feel so energetically drawn to you. You do have to be careful with those, especially because you just now rebuilt these new boundaries for yourself. I feel like those boundaries are still kind of in a tender place where they haven't yet become your comfort zone and like your just automatic place of being. They're still being constructed and like fully anchored. So definitely keep that on the forefront of your mind as you proceed with this love connection, because it's very intense, and it just will be, it's like the universe is sending you a real proper challenge right now, in a good way, in a very good and exciting way. I do feel like y'all have been in connection in past lifetimes, and that's part of why this feeling associated with it is so automatic and intense. But if you proceed with awareness, you're just going to have a lot of fun with this, and it's going to really help you solidify these new boundaries. And yeah, just truly anchor them into your life, and that's going to help them like really solidify themselves in a way that it's going to be way easier to lead through those boundaries as you proceed like with your whole life. What else we got for Virgo? Two of Pentacles, Five of Pentacles, the Hierophant in reverse, Princess of Pentacles, and Ten of Cups in reverse. You're going through another transformation with this new lover. I mean, we're constantly going through transformations, and this one's gonna be a lot more enjoyable than some of your past transformations that have been like real deep and intense. So know that this is coming, and you're going to be able to kind of float above a lot of this like unnecessary worry and stress that could come along with this transformation, because it's like, now that you have this awareness, you know that the transformations are just part of the journey and something to expect and something to flow through, not something to, you're not going to be resisting it every step of the way as you maybe had with past transformations. It's like, I've been through this before on a different level that I'm going through it now, but it's still like you're embracing it with more clarity and just like a sense of readiness to endure the journey. And it's still gonna be a journey, don't get me wrong, but it's gonna feel, you're just gonna have more fun with it. It's gonna be more enjoyable than your past ones. And it's really gonna help you to anchor this presence of self that's on a deep and almost like, is ancestral the word? It's like, yeah, maybe. You're anchoring into like lifetimes of work through this journey. It's been lifetimes in the making of this just intense sense of presence and wisdom and just like assurance of self, standing tall where you are. And yeah, we have the Princess of Discs came out, and like if you remember in the row before, the Prince of Discs came out. So this is another affirmation for me that I think that this is a very special love connection coming in. I can't like guarantee that it's gonna be super long lasting, but I'm definitely feeling like that's not the point. And regardless, it's gonna be like a very fun, fiery journey, and who doesn't want that in their life? So that being said, it's a call to really appreciate each given moment. And it don't mean that it can't turn into a long-lasting journey. And this is a general reading, so everyone's timelines are going to differ. And ultimately, you create your life and manifest it as you live it and follow your heart and all of that. But I just feel like that energy came up to say that it truly is about the journey right now. It's truly about indulging in this journey and really reaping everything it has to offer you and grow you. And this might be one of the most like fun love connections of your whole life. That's what I'm getting. Alright, Virgo, that's what I got for you. I hope these messages resonated with you, and if they did, please like or comment or subscribe or whatever, so I know that I'm hitting energies, and then I can continue to make and deliver more messages for y'all, which will be a dream and an honor. Namaste, the divine in me bows to the divine in you.